Does it look the same down there as it does up here?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I was
Does
probably
the
hanging.
carpet match the grapes? Or not
There.
drapes?
Drapes.
The grapes.
I don't know English words. I just imitate what I'm hearing. I'm like a chat GPT, trying to figure out what the next word is going to be.
There's a space, and it's U-B-E-R.
Less BR.
U-B-E-R.
Uber.
Uber? Yes.
Universe.
Uber.
The math we
Uber.
failed. The spelling
We
failed.
failed.
This is your children's teachers, right?
I don't teach either of those
I'm not a
subjects.
Bag and everything.
He's got the goods, man.
What are you saying? That my hot water is crap?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Yeah, one of those other tea bags is like a ginger or something. Hopefully you like that. We have to clap?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Imre teabagging?
Yes.
Shut up.
Good thing. Yeah, there you go. Perfect timing.
All right. Are you guys ready to do the clapping?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're ready
We're
to
gonna
get the
do
clap.
it 1, 2, 3, clap. Not
Okay.
1, 2, clap.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. First time. That's awesome. All right. Welcome everybody to the new episode of our podcast called Psst. Did you hear that podcast? My name is Imre and I'm here with my co-host Flo Funny. Yay.
What up?
Yeah, you have to talk, Flo. You can't
What up,
just,
what up?
Just because we are recording video. It would be that would be a funny idea, right? Just record one podcast with no audio.
Just looking at
Just
each other. Non-verbals.
Yep. And please welcome our, fourth guest, Scott Weys. Woo!
Yay!
Show us your skills, Scott.
So, Scott, first of all, why are you dressed like this? I know
Why
it's
am I
October.
always dressed
Yes,
like
why
this?
are you always dressed
But
like
I figure for stuff like this, if you're gonna show up, you gotta show out. So
That's
Yep.
right.
Good point. So, I don't know, Flo, if you know this, but Scott and I go way back. Like, we know each other.
way back like Cadillac seats.
I'm not saying like
Wow.
Alaska Black, but Alaska Black.
Escalade.
Because you are from Alaska, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but we started in creative veins like 6 years ago now or something.
Yeah,
like
it's been a minute.
that. I know. And I mean, we kind of went the same path for a while with stand-up comedy, but then you ventured into other.
I did venture
Means
into
of
other
stuff.
things.
Like, all right, tell us about your company, right? You have
Your
the production
ventures.
company.
My ventures. Yeah. I started off at stand-up comedy, Creative Veins. That's where we met. And then, like the psycho I am, I decided to take everything else they had. There's probably some spectrum involved in that. At Gen X, we didn't call it spectrum, where I was just the weird kid. So
Yeah.
I did the weird kid thing, and I took it way too far, as I do with my jokes.
Well, yeah, I know about your jokes.
Yes. Yeah, they think yours are dark and twisted. I just wait till they get a hold of mine.
right.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's why we bonded early on, because we both were like super weird compared to
Dark.
the other. Like, hey, you know, I don't know what other jokes are, but
I know. It's like,
right, like we were always different. Like I remember you used to dress up in different characters with your Scottish kilt. Right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
the
Do you
kilt.
remember when I showed up as a nun?
Yes, I do remember that.
I showed up-
I have pictures of it somewhere. I think. Yeah. I have. I remember the non stuff.
Yeah, I showed up as a pregnant nun.
That's funny. Oh, wait. I think I met you. I think that's when I met you.
It could have been.
A
It
pregnant
Was it
nun.
a Justice
Oh, no.
Spot?
It's
Oh.
it's your photo, I remember.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
when I first-
Could be,
yeah.
I think that was...
I always told people it wasn't the second coming; it was his third or fourth that did this to me.
Yeah, these are the jokes that Scott does. So with stand-up comedy and otherwise, like
Right.
I was fortunate enough to be in one of your movies or TV episode, which was great. that you're gonna promote, right?
Yep,
Zombie
that is
PD.
true. That is true. Zombie PD. It's a brand new series. Both you and Flo are in it.
Yep. Yay.
And it is just a ruckus, grindhouse, gritty comedy that's just insane. I heard one person call it out of hand. And I'm like, that's perfect.
So tell me about your process, because I was on the shoot a couple of times, but we never talked about like where did the idea come from to do Zombie PD.
This is crazy because usually because when I did stand-up comedy, then I ventured into improv. And I'd like to do the improv that Flo's doing. I'd like to check that troupe out. That'd be a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Because they have the Raging Gummy Bear on there, Mark Crespo and you, and that'd just be insane.
It's
Oh,
fun.
and Joe
Malice?
Mora.
Oh, Joe,
Joe
yeah.
Mora.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
You know Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Joe-
he did stand up too, Joe. Yeah, back in the day.
Oh, back in the day. Okay.
Yeah, Joe Mora is actually in Psycho Kitty.
Oh,
He's
really?
in this?
Yeah.
I think we're thinking this. He does all the theater plays and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's a
He did-
singer. Like he,
Yeah.
I think he's in
he did
opera
level
or
one
something.
with me then. Okay. I'm thinking
Level
of
one
this-
singing.
Improv.
Oh, improv. Okay. So just because you guys are flexing with the improv, I did take improv classes also at Creative
Yes.
Veins. I think I did 2 levels. Were we in the same class?
We could have been.
With Kat from New York or whatever. That was the teacher.
Yeah. It was the really pretty Milano lady that was running it back then.
I don't know. Who is running it now? Just like an
I have
toad?
no idea. I have no idea.
It's the owner, right?
Sorry.
No, I don't
I didn't know who was running.
I have no idea.
I think they've disowned me so far.
Oh,
this
did they?
time. Yeah, I think they've disowned me since they've seen my other ventures.
Well, it's the thing. Like personally, I think you want to stand out as an artist, right? If you're doing everything like everybody else is doing, it's just going to be white noise, right? So I think
exactly,
you have to find yourself.
And that's the thing is, that's why I show up to open mics, like dressed like a Gothic Santa pimp, you know?
like in a character.
In character. I mean, I figure if people are coming for a show,
Give them a show.
Give them a show. Give them the whole show.
Right. Sometimes literally because you don't wear underpants under
that
the kill.
had happened once at
Oh, wow, really?
when they had Kava and Co. Yeah.
Wow.
It's always like,
yeah,
what?
Did you see the balls hanging
Is
out?
little Scotty and the boys kind of made their
Wow.
appearance.
Does it look the same down there as it does up here?
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's
Does
probably
the
hanging.
carpet match the grapes?
Yeah,
Or not
there.
grapes.
Drapes.
The grapes.
I don't know English words. I just
Yeah.
imitate what I'm hearing. You know? I'm like a chat GPT trying to figure out what the next word is going.
Imre is really AI.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tells me like, dude, you're a computer. Oh, okay,
I figure I figure I'm just a sentient being wearing a meat suit right now, so it's that's just the way it goes. No, but I was up there and I was telling jokes, and I decided to sit on the stool. And usually I pat down to make sure that no one gets a really creepy version of Antique Roadshow.
So you would.
only $40. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I know what your mom told me, but this is only
Yeah. It is fully functional, so that does raise the value.
It is 100%.
100% fully functional.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's so
no blue chew. No blue chew needed.
Blue Chew.
Still, damn, I'm in a bad shape.
You're wrecked.
Wow. Get it together.
I'm from Eastern Europe. I don't need any of that just yet.
Right, just yet.
5 more years.
Uh-oh,
Right?
hang in there.
A little bit longer on the American diet. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I think we are the same or similar age. Because I'm a Gen Xer too.
Yeah. 51.
Yeah, I'm like 45. Okay, not even close.
You're close enough, damn it.
Yeah,
Close enough. Close enough.
That is crazy. Like Flo and I have, like, we don't know the same movies because she never watches them.
I don't even know the movies of my own generation.
How about Tropic Thunder?
No.
No.
She does this to us all the time.
Every podcast, I'm like, I don't know that movie.
You so need to watch Tropic Thunder.
Yeah?
Yeah, guaranteed.
Okay.
You hang around with us, you have to watch Tropic
When
Thunder.
did that come out?
90s? 90s? I think the 90s?
No, it has to be like, I was already in America when it came out, so that's 20 years. Maybe.
Well, let's see. When did Tropic Thunder come out?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have to have an accurate podcast here.
And so, when you were describing that, Scott, you were describing it when
2008.
2008?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how many years is that? Mathematicians over here.
It's like 2008 to 2018.
That's 10.
Yeah. And then add a few more. 15 years.
There you
15
go.
years.
Which one of you is a math teacher? Because I thought one of you were.
Not me.
Oh.
That should be you.
You were
I
saying.
already figured it out before we started talking. I just didn't want to say.
Well, I figured. I figured. Two more equals 20, and then you add 3 because it's 2023. That would be 15 years. So.
Right. So I was right with the 15 years when I said.
There you go. There you go. So when you were sitting down, you were describing it when you were free balling, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Before
So
you sat-
I was sitting down, and I pat the center because I see what women in skirts do, so I kind of try to follow suit. But apparently the couches were low enough that the second row was seeing the boys,
Okay.
and they were like, "We wish your stool was lower."
They said that?
The only one complained. He said it was great, but we just saw too much.
Yes, saw too much.
Wow. So did it leave a mark on the chair?
No.
No. Like a snail trail.
Yeah.
little grease imprint. No.
I can just imagine it crawling.
Crawling around just.
Wow. That's fun.
So, all I was asking.
You should do that on purpose. At my next open mic, just sit on the stool with your legs.
You can bring out the fake thing from the Zombie PD.
Yes.
So, my question was, if you guys remember 10 minutes ago.
No,
How did-
I don't.
So, how did you start Zombie PD and what was the
Oh.
original idea?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
That's why we need
Well,
you,
this-
Imre.
No, that's what we need each other.
This was crazy because I was just sitting around, and all of a sudden, some dude slides in my DMs, which is probably horrifying
I
for you.
thought you were
Flo,
going to
when
say
that
something
happens.
else.
But for me, having a skinny black man slide in my DMs was something fresh and new, so I figured I'd check it out. And it was this guy that said, "I got your information from so and so. I've got this idea for a film." He says he wanted a comedian to meet Jesus and then go and fight zombies and be a superhero and sleep with a bunch of women. And I'm thinking, no. And he was
Too
like,
unrealistic.
he was just like this super churchy guy.
Oh.
I said, I don't call my little company, if you will, I don't call my little label Social Outcast Productions for nothing. I said, this is going to get weird. It's going to get wild. And you better be okay with it. He said, fine. So I started writing something up, and I got about 4 or 5, maybe 6 of the scenes of Zombie PD.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this is fucking insane. This is great. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then he decided to get kind of verbally violent over the group text of the casting that I had done to one of the ladies that was going to play in it. And I couldn't have that. So I'm like, you need to apologize and change your attitude. And he's like, no woman speaks that to me. No woman like that speaks like that. My wife, and I ain't a woman in my life. And so I had to get rid of him. And then I extended the Zombie PD writing out to where it would probably be about a 24-minute film. Mm-hmm. And then when we were at, because what was funny is I posted, I need somebody to play zombies, somebody to play cops, and I need somebody to play Jesus. And everybody's like, this sounds crazy. I want in. So people just kept on just like being a magnet
That's funny.
and jumping on board and when I showed them the script, they're like, "This is insane." Laughing out loud, seriously. And I'm like, cool, I've got a vibe here. I got a vibe. And everybody's getting jazzed. And when we were filming at the Justice Pub for the couple of scenes, right before that, I talked to one of the ladies in the film. She's actually a singer and a DJ. Nicole Reyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, she brought David Lee Redding, Gray Bear,
Yeah.
onto it.
And he can sing too.
He can sing
Right.
too,
Really good.
and he has a huge audience. Well, tentatively, he actually does have a huge audience in Europe.
Right.
I mean, he goes over there and he kind of does powwow stuff
Okay.
for the Europeans.
Oh, nice.
Because he is part Cherokee. That's where the
wow.
Gray Bear comes in. But I wrote a dark version of This Little Light of Mine, and I said,
Yes.
would you want to perform this? And that's when David had told Nikki that this Little Light of Mine is brilliant, and they did the song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It is a great song. And so he came into the shoot at Justice Pub, and I was like, "You want to be in the film?" He's like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." So I put him in, and I thought, I need to get this guy a bigger part. And that's and that's where I came up with the televangelist, Westboro knockoff.
Because
Religious leader.
That's what happened to me. So I went in there as an extra, and like 2 days later, Scott is like, "Hey, I wrote a piece. I put you in it. It's like a reading part." I'm like, "Well, not. That's an actual acting part.
Speaking part, yeah.
Speaking part. I'm not an actor, you know." I'm like, "Okay, I mean, I can try." So I was practicing with my kids that scene.
Nice.
I was like, just like, practicing. But it was so much fun, man. I'm like, I never really thought about doing acting, but just being there and doing the shoots and laughing so much. I mean, we had a heck of a time.
It was a lot of
We were
fun.
like constantly
we
laughing.
were rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
especially
great.
out in the parking lot when we baptized that one guy. You guys could barely hold it together. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was so good. It was a lot of fun.
I like doing the makeup for the zombies.
Oh, that was cool
Oh, that
too.
was so
You guys did an
cool.
amazing job.
And I loved
Thanks.
your transformation video that you did. That in fast motion or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
That was so awesome.
Right. Thank you. Yeah. The whole thing was fun. I want to do it all again. I mean, I know we have the one coming up, but like another big one would be fun.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna be writing. I'll probably bring Jay on that too because he wants to start writing. But we're doing episode 2.
Oh, nice.
So we're
Okay.
gonna have Zombie PD episode 2, and we're bringing back all the favorite characters.
Nice.
Should maybe I can be a different character? Because I had a very tiny little.
No, we'll make you a bigger character.
Okay.
For that, yeah, definitely bigger character.
And you were
Mhm.
like,
Or I can
You're-
turn into a bigger character. I can be like,
Yeah.
something happened to me, and now
you want to
I'm-
be like a bigger double D
Exactly.
character?
Yeah, I'll get
Is
the
that-
fake,
Right?
the implants, and just my tits just keep getting bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
Just keep on growing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's from the zombie radiation or something.
Yeah.
You got bit by a zombie.
I ate
and-
too many zombie dick.
Yeah, you ate too many zombie dick.
nice. So
Yep,
did you
the
have
big D wiener?
Big D. That was my line. That was my line.
Yeah.
Big D for you, sir, when I was
Yeah,
serving, so I was
yeah.
a server.
I can't believe you remember that because I remember you had something with your back and you were like, do you
Oh,
remember?
that's the Bangin' Boofins.
The Bang and Boofins. You
Oh.
remember I pulled my back out?
Yes. And
I
I remember you were still acting. I'm like,
I was still, I
Yeah, like
couldn't walk
crazy.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled it out.
I mean, you are a pro. That's
Wow.
what happens. Yeah.
I
Take some
applaud-
drugs.
I
Yeah.
applaud the hubby. He's breaking that back. Yeah.
No comment, because not really. But yeah, we'll leave it there though.
Yeah. Talk about breaking back, Scott. I remember.
You see,
Whose back did you break?
Because
I
Scott.
broke my own. It's like
No.
my sex life. I got to do it myself.
I get
was it that bad? I know you went numb from like, but bottom up or the bottom
the neck up. I've been numb from the neck up for years.
Everything else was fine.
Jesus.
But the neck up was like nothing there.
I guess I lost 15% of the bone in one of my vertebrae.
Oh,
And
because of the accident?
Yep, and then chipped another one.
No.
Oh man, that's my no.
Yes.
How does your back feel? Does it hurt?
No, not at all. No, I just.
So you healed pretty well.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be careful though.
I'm bulletproof. I scar, but I'm bulletproof.
I'm scarred. But you're covering it up really nicely.
Yeah.
With the hat and the beard.
Right?
You can't tell.
We can only see your eyes and you have glasses on. So
Right?
no scars can be visible.
Right. No, that was a lapse in judgment that I learned from. Still got to get the war pony up and going again. It's as a couple cosmetic damages and can't get power to it, but I'll get her up and go riding again. But I got the hearse now, so
Nice.
I'm rolling in style.
I know. we're gonna post some pictures of the hearse. It looks
Yeah.
amazing.
You need to put a sign on the back. Did you see I tagged you? And it was like someone who was driving one said, "Stop texting," or "This is going to be you," and it's a dead body.
Yeah.
You should put
We'll see
something
you soon,
funny
yeah.
on the back of your car.
You know what? At the 48, the guys and gals decided they were going to name the hearse, and they said you need to name it rehearsal.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pun, but it's fun. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
That works. That works.
And I remember I was in a park. It was in a Walmart parking lot. I was picking up some things, and some ladies were parked next to me. I was like, "You like my whip?" And they're like, "Oh my god, that is so awesome! We were just talking about that." He's probably collecting souls, so I'm thinking soul collector.
Oh,
Would be-
I like
that's
that,
good.
too.
That's a good
Soul
one.
You know what? I
collector.
like that better because it's not a
Yeah.
pun. It's not a
It's
pun.
not fun.
Yeah.
It's not a pun.
Yeah,
It's an
'cause
actual name.
I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for my plates to come in too.
Right.
So my plates are LST, and there's a space, and it's UBER.
Mm-hmm. Les BR.
UBER.
Uber.
Uber? Yes.
You're the worst.
Uber.
The math, we
Uber.
failed. The spelling
We
failed.
fail.
This is your children's teachers right now.
I don't teach
I'm
either of
not-
those
I'm not a
subjects.
But LST Uber.
Lost Uber.
Almost.
Last Uber. Lost. Uber.
Last.
Last Uber.
Oh, last Uber.
Oh,
Oh,
your
last
last
Uber. That
It's,
makes
Uber.
sense.
it's,
Well,
it's
if you order the tag, you gotta name the car that. You can't have
Yeah.
different names
Last-
for the car.
Yeah.
Last Uber is pretty good too. I like
Last
that.
Uber.
Uber is good.
Yeah.
That's the last ride you ever pay for.
Yep. No,
I
I
like
like it.
that.
The thing
Yeah.
with puns, they are funny for a shorter time, but if
Yeah.
your company makes it big, it's like really, everyone's like, so it's a good name. I like the last.
And when
Yeah.
they see it, I'm a visual learner,
Yeah.
right,
not a.
That's why you can't spell? Got it.
Oh, if you're like, how about LLLTBBCS? I'm just like, it just all smushes together.
Right.
Once I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, last Uber.
so Scott,
She's like, when Pride Month comes along, she's like, what does that say? LGBTQ plus. They're putting symbols and words now. I don't get it.
all right, that's confusing to everybody, honestly. Like, I don't know all the letters. Like I don't know all the letters, but I don't know those letters.
I just look up the letters. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
So Scott, tell me about so how did you end up in comedy? Were you born in Alaska or you moved there?
I was conceived in Alaska, born in Idaho, and then raised in Alaska.
Oh, okay. Tell me about Alaska. Are there funny people? That's
Right, Alaska.
Like to me, it's just snow and polar bears. I
Yeah.
don't know if they have polar bears there.
Woods.
Right?
The woods.
Polar bears are way, way, way up north.
But because of the global warming, they're coming. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they're coming to Florida like I
They're
did
coming to Florida. So okay.
to live with the herpes monkeys.
So tell me about
Right.
growing up in Alaska because I that's all I know about, right? Fishing with the hole in the
Hole in the ice, the ice.
hole in the
fishing.
ice fishing and stuff. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Like if I want to visit Alaska, should I go during the summertime when it's normally summer, or during the winter time when it's actually winter?
Both.
Okay.
Go during the summer. That's the one thing. There's only a couple things I miss about Alaska. One is the mountains.
I was gonna say skiing.
Oh, they have mountains up there? Okay,
Skiing.
cool.
There's mountains, skiing.
I almost failed geography.
Now geography fail. Oh.
I used to ski and snowboard and then snowmobile. We call them snow machining, but that's just a slang term.
Right. It's like tractor.
Yeah.
It's like
some people call them their sleds.
Mm-hmm.
But and then like cross country skiing and stuff like that. But what's the things I kind of miss are the mountains. There's nothing like growing up in a place that has huge mountains. It's awe-inspiring. Everywhere you look, it's a postcard.
I love mountains.
Well, as long as you don't have to shovel it. Because if you do...
Well, you don't shovel the mountains, you shovel the snow.
I had to do
This
that.
is a comedian podcast, guys. So loosen up.
Right?
Right.
But it's growing up and having like 4 seasons. And there were times in my childhood where we had like deep snow. So we'd carve out little burrows or caves inside the snowbanks.
Yep, I did that too in New York.
So cool.
Oh, wow.
Upstate New York.
I thought you said you have 4 seasons. Deep snow, deeper snow, even deeper.
Pretty much.
Well, that's cool.
Right?
We had snow when I was growing up in Hungary. We had snow and we were doing
so we're all
sledding
from the
and
snow.
stuff. Yeah, and I hate snow. Like if I could turn it on and off, I would love it because I had to shovel, all the time.
Yep.
I hated it.
So we all were raised in a similar climate.
Yep.
Right.
I even ran plow truck for a little while, and that was fun.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
With the salt much? Do
salt.
they use salt over there? It's just so
They
much
do.
snow.
They do use salt for the. I mean, in winter we have this game we play. When there's like ice and snow on the roads, because once you have a layer of ice and snow, you can't see any lines. So we play whose lane is it anyways?
Oh, that's funny.
I love that.
It's like the cocaine addicts playing game. Whose line is it?
It's like this might be my lane. This might be somebody else's lane. This might not even be a lane. But yeah.
Oh, I thought you said whose line is it?
No, whose lane is it?
Oh, whose lane? Because I was immediately running to a cocaine joke. Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, whose line is it anyway? Yeah.
Right.
That was Killers and Kilos. Yes, that was Killers and Kilos, my very first film. I got the award for biggest budget because I had 6 kilos of fake cocaine.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So they were making jokes about that, but that was last Halloween, and I actually won audience favorite.
Nice.
Me and the other guy, Josh Rutgers,
Okay.
because we put on just this radically innovative kind of weirded out thriller. It's kind of like a psychological thriller that we did, and we twisted the story probably 4 times in 5 minutes.
Was it a 48-hour festival? Or?
No. They give you 2 weeks to produce a film.
Oh, okay.
Which gives you a little bit of leeway. And I remember he had somebody do the editing for us. And then because Jay Palmer has such a huge following, we kind of like streamed the film because it was sold out. We could get everybody in when we wanted to, so we streamed the film.
Oh, okay.
And then so everybody who watches the film can vote on the film. So I was actually able to beat out a 20-year-old veteran. I was like, yes.
It's tough.
I mean,
to
that
do.
feels good.
And we were the 2 guys nobody wanted,
right?
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
He had these big old lamb chops, and I had my big old beard, and we just made it work.
But that's what I'm saying. You see, if you stand out, the audience will appreciate it because they are just brainwashed with the constant like Hollywood type movies. Everybody's trying to do the same thing, same plot, same stories.
It's
so
a
if
steady
you stand out,
flavorless yellow.
Yeah, I remember that character. Yeah. But anyway, so I just keep doing you, man. So how did you end up in comedy? That's the other thing I wanted to ask.
Oh, that was crazy. I was at work. Back then, I was clean shaven, short haircut, wore suits to work.
Yeah,
I was your typical douchebag auto dealership employee.
You need insurance with that. You need insurance.
Exactly. And then my roommate said, "Hey, I saw this free class, introductory to stand-up comedy online." He said, "We both should go and check this out." And we do roommate things. we go out and eat as roommates. We go we went and saw Cocaine Bear as roommates.
Oh, okay.
Freaking hilarious.
Is that a
No,
movie?
Yes.
Yes,
it's a movie.
Cocaine
Okay.
Bear. No, it's the true thing. Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
It's based on real events, but very loosely
I
based on
haven't
real
seen
events.
it.
I read the police report and everything, so it was pretty much
Yeah.
real. Like the bears ate the bear ate the freaking cocaine
Bear ate the
bag of
cocaine.
cocaine.
Oh, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
And it went crazy, but they made it into a funny movie.
Ah.
Well,
Yeah, funny.
It was based on there was a smuggler. He did throw out a bunch of cocaine over a national refuge, which is their way of delivering cocaine without getting caught.
I mean, that's how I would do it.
Yeah,
Like, you
and
know,
then-
it's
and
not
then-
like I
and
have
then
the
he-
address and I drop
and then
it on
he
my bicycle.
jumped from the plane, parachuted, but his parachute didn't quite work, and he died. And
I mean,
the-
that's one
and then-
way to go.
And then the cocaine. And then the bear found the cocaine and ate a bunch of it, like a bunch of it, something like 8 kilos or something. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
No, it's yeah.
They said he was probably for about 10 minutes the most dangerous apex predator on the planet
Oh my god.
before his heart stopped.
Oh, all right, so you started. You went to the free class, which I did also. That's how I ended
Yeah.
up at the class. I did 2 open mics at Rain Dog Shouta first, and then I'm like, I love this. I love comedy. I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Let me try to speed up the process by taking a class. So apparently you took that class also. I don't know if you were before
Yeah.
me or after me.
I think I was after you. I took the
Like a month or
I
3 months.
took
maybe.
the free class. My roommate didn't show up.
After
So-
all that, we
after
do
all
everything
that-
together.
Right,
we
right.
live together.
It's like
we
chicken
and-
out. No,
yeah.
there's a bunch of people like I want to try this, and they chicken out at the end.
Oh yeah.
Public
Oh, yeah.
speaking is still like the number one fear of people.
True.
And so I took the class and I'm like, oh my god, I love this.
Yes,
I've
I
been
was the same way,
been
yeah.
waiting for something like this
Right.
for so long, and
What was the free class with?
Creative Veins?
Creative
Oh.
Veins, shout out.
Back
Okay.
when Creative Veins,
Woo.
yeah, back when Kerry McCrutchen was running the
Right.
running
Yep.
the comedy portion of it, and part of the class was at the end you had to give your 5 minutes,
Right,
tell
right.
your jokes in front of the whole class and people that they had brought.
Yeah.
I think
And-
I think that's where I first saw some comedians. Like I went
Sure.
to one of their open mics to watch.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they used to they used to be pretty big.
It was in like the Riverside area before it was in San
yeah,
Marcos.
Riverside
yeah.
area. Then they
Oh,
moved
oh,
to
it was, yeah, it was actually by the Publix on the river where the Starbucks is in the Riverside, and then it moved to a different part of downtown.
No,
Oh.
Riverside where it was I want to say kind of Riverside-ish.
Yeah, by
it
the
was
Publix.
it was by a bicycle shop.
By the Publix and the Starbucks
There's no
and
Publix
the Tijuana
there.
Flats, that area. It was there first, I thought.
I mean, it's close. You are right. There is a Publix, but that's like a mile away.
I
no.
thought Creative Veins the first. Anyway,
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
it doesn't
yeah.
really matter. But anyway, I thought I went there.
They moved like
once.
4 times since then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it was a little shotgun,
It was
store.
like a small little place, but you could put in like 20, 30
where the
people.
open mics were.
Open
I did an
mics,
improv
the
class there.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
the open mics,
Yeah.
the class, everything was.
Yeah.
I like that little spot. It was perfect for
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
learning,
little
and
store.
writing, and stuff. I like that.
yeah.
So-
yeah.
So you started
It
there.
was crazy because that first time, for some reason I was like scared.
Sure.
I was shaking like a
Oh,
chihuahua.
yeah.
I was
In
shaking
the
like,
beginning,
like
it's-
a chihuahua shitting razor blades.
Right.
It was not pretty, but I was like, oh, I'm addicted to this.
Yeah.
So I just took all their classes, and it just escalated from there.
That's awesome. I mean, that's how I was, and I took the comedy class, and then I took the improv class. Improv was definitely not something I wanted to do, but I wanted to try it because they said improv will help your comedy, and it does to a certain extent.
Yeah, it'll help with like crowd work, and
Crowd
whatnot.
work and
yeah.
stuff. But I love control. Like to me, that I have zero control when you're doing improv.
Yeah.
You are just one piece of a cog or one cog of a piece. You know.
Yeah.
Right
Uh,
in the moment. It's
right. So
it's
and-
all spontaneous.
It's all spontaneous. You have no control over what's going on. It's all about the audience and your team members. So I didn't really enjoy it as much. So I stuck with stand-up comedy. I still think I'm gonna take at least one more class because I'm trying to get into acting now because
Yes.
I enjoy
Yeah,
the shoot so much.
I took their acting class after improv,
Mhm.
and then
I might take that.
then I started their screenwriting course,
Uh-huh.
and I lost my job, so I was changing careers, so I had to stop taking that.
Right.
But that kind of escalated into last Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
where we had to write something up and make a film.
Nice.
And then me and Flo and David Voss.
Yeah.
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 We shot a film, and I let everybody down by filming it the wrong way with a
Upside
smartphone.
down.
No, it was like a Instagram style rather than sideways cinematic style.
Okay.
So our film was narrow on the big screen.
It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun though.
But it was a lot of
good.
fun. It was a
good
great story. It was.
I liked
cute.
all the accents. Yeah.
Yeah. That was it. Flo was Florence Nightshade. She was a master con man and thief, and she spoke 37 different accents.
Nice. Wait a second. Was it like Charlie's Angels or something?
It was like Ocean's 11 with 3 people.
Oh, okay. So Ocean 3.
we had David Voss.
Do I know David Voss?
Probably not. He does theater now. He doesn't
Oh,
do
okay.
any film. But
He does the he was in the improv level 2 with
Yeah.
me.
Oh, okay.
great guy. Straight arrow though. Total straight arrow.
Yeah.
He's awesome though. He really is. But he's
He's come
he
to
was-
the open mics.
we called him Wheels. And
Uh-huh.
Wheels won the Cannonball Run in a city bus he stolen, and he couldn't drive sober, so he was the
Nice.
fastest drunk driver on the planet.
That's funny. I like that one. Is it up there? I don't think I've ever seen that. If it's on YouTube.
It's on
or
YouTube.
something.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
on YouTube.
I'll watch it.
Look
I
at
need
look at the final cut.
So So did you purposely shoot it portrait or by accident?
No, by accident. I
Oh.
totally forgot about all that.
Because there was an initiative like 5-6 years ago, maybe a little more, that they were promoting. There was a channel specifically for these kind of movies, and I used to watch movies. The movies were not longer than 5-6 minutes an episode,
Yeah.
and you could watch on your phone, and it was perfect. So they had movies. It was a service, but they went out of business. It was
Yeah.
like $5 a month, and you could watch shows like that, 5-6 minutes
Oh,
long.
very cool.
And everything was shot in portrait. So
Okay.
you could watch 5-6. I loved it. Because in the morning while I was eating breakfast, I watched shows, and I was
2,
like
3,
laughing
4
my ass
shows
off.
or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Laugh my ass off. But they freaking canceled the channel or the whole.
You don't think
the
there's
whole
got to
thing.
be something else out there now that is like that?
I don't know why that. Maybe
There
you
might
cannot
be.
make as much money as you need it. Maybe.
Uh.
But I did love the concept. Like, everybody has a cell phone, and everybody is on their cell phone
And
all the freaking
everybody's
time.
attention span is probably
Right.
about 3 to 5 minutes.
Right.
Um,
If that nowadays with the
Yeah.
young people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with my first film, Killers and Kilos,
Mhm.
me and Josh actually did it, got us onto a online film festival
Okay.
called Scream Off the Screen.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like the Gong Show, because like 3 minutes into your film, people can vote to let it play or to kill it.
Oh,
And-
I like that.
And we took second place.
Nice. I can tell you one thing. So I was reading when you sent me over the script for Zombie PD. I started reading it. I didn't know what to expect. I know you for years, but I've never read any of your scripts. And I think within the first page, I just started laughing, and I was like, "This is freaking hilarious." So as a script, and the movie turned out great. It was a lot of fun to shoot. So I think you definitely have something when it comes to writing scripts.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's just one of those. It's one of those things where I view the world in a ridiculous manner most of the time, and I figure that why not bring out the totally absurd and let people have a fun time at it,
Right. And it was fun.
Oh my god,
Yeah, it
it was
makes-
so much fun.
It makes me want to write more, actually.
I
Stories
do
and
write.
stuff.
Like I love to write just in general.
Yeah, in general. me too.
I like to write. I write sci-fi and horror stuff also.
stories. And
But I also like to write comedy like TV scripts. Because you never know, you're gonna meet somebody along the way at an open mic or whatever who's a producer, and he's like, and you can pitch the idea, hey, I have this idea about a cactus, under the sea or something stupid, and he's gonna be like, shoot it over, and you already have it ready to go, and then bam, and next thing you know, you are shooting a freaking TV show.
Well, it's like, and the thing is like when we were shooting Zombie PD, some guy came off the street and said, I saw this on Facebook. They just wanted to see what a film set looked like. And I'm like, yeah. And then we started talking. He's like, yeah, I've always wanted to act. And I'm like, okay. Wardrobe's over there. Makeup's over there.
I think I talked to that guy. Because I think we were sitting next to each other on the couch.
Yeah.
I think it was him.
I saw him too.
Yeah.
In the Justice Pub,
funny.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's funny.
And we actually he became one of the church members.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that got baptized.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I don't recognize everybody because most of us were covered in Zambia. I mean, if I don't know the person, I'm never gonna recognize them in real life.
Exactly. But it's like with because this will probably come out after the trick or treat's over. But
probably,
The script Psycho Kitty, we had parameters to meet, which was like campground. We had to have a campground. We had to have a blade. We had to have a small creature. And what the hell was that last one? What was the fourth parameter?
I don't remember.
A hearse.
No.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh. You should use that.
Oh, we used the hearse in the 48 hour.
Oh, well,
I mean, you can still. I think you should use the hearse in every movie you make.
Every movie, yeah, you're right. It should be in everything.
Even just driving it by.
Yeah, in the background.
Just do the cameo. But so what we decided to do was I wrote Psycho Kitty.
Yeah. Is that a new one?
That's a new one.
Okay.
That's a new one. And had a little creative difference with a couple of the writers on it.
It sounds like that's what you do.
Yeah.
but
then I put my rough draft to Jay Howell.
Okay.
He's been in the business like 25 years or something. Because
Mm-hmm.
he wanted to start writing.
Mm-hmm.
And he softened it up a bit because you know me.
Yeah, sure.
You know me. Mine's just raw. But he didn't soften it up. He softened it up a bit that it would appeal to probably a larger audience.
Mm-hmm. And did you agree? Like, I assume you agreed.
Oh yeah, I'm like I was saying is, I like bringing people on board with zero to no experience, or they want to try something out.
Different perspective.
Different perspective
to balance out with yours. Yeah.
Yeah, and just give people a chance because somebody had to give me a chance, and
right.
And I figured,
and look at you now.
Right? It's
you have a hearse and everything. I don't know.
Right?
I'm just in love with the hearse. You saw my van out there. The poor thing is just standing there.
Right? Your van would be totally cool to tour in.
Oh, I know. That's why I bought it.
Yeah.
It was the idea of camping and touring.
Yeah.
But then the pandemic happened or something. I actually bought it in the middle of the pandemic or something. Because you could... my idea was to do shows in parking lots. Like take out the van.
Yeah.
Pop it down. I actually bought everything for the back of it. That would be the stage.
Wow.
Yeah. So
there were a lot of parking lot shows.
Right.
There were a lot of parking lot shows.
But in Florida, the pandemic lasted a month. So, you know what I mean? Like up north, it would have been, even in New York, they did a lot of shows outside for like at least a year.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were outside
Canada,
everywhere.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So anyway, that was the plan. And then I bought the van. My daughter doesn't like it because it's old and it's not shiny. So we are not doing camping. And I'm not doing, I'm touring throughout Jacksonville, but I don't need a van to stay.
Well, you go to St. Augustine, too.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I do Florida stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it needs a little work.
I should ramp up my comedy career, but the one show I did get booked on, I got 86th.
Nice.
All over one Karen.
What?
Yeah, one Karen. One person complained about my act.
And wait. Which show was this?
It was
like a stand-up show?
It was a stand-up show. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a open mic-ish but not really open mic-ish.
Okay.
But I was one of their 10-minute acts, and it was during a big football game.
It was a variety show, different types of acts, or just
no,
comedy?
all comedy, all comedy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
And one of the comedians from Orlando, I think it was, or Daytona.
Okay.
He had brought this lady, and she had found me offensive. But the complaint that actually made it to the owners of this establishment was over her boyfriend, who was the main act.
Oh wow!
Because the complaint was that all he was doing was make mouth noises, and this guy who had headlined it was basically messing with a drunk, one of the drunk regulars. And he was like, and he was making like mouth noises, trying to make fun of this guy. Absolutely horrid crowd work.
That's the only crowd.
And he was the headliner.
Oh,
and I'm
wow.
like, dude, not even funny. You can do crowd work, but you can't really go out and completely, absolutely spend your 10, 15 minutes just picking on somebody.
Sure.
With one of the regulars.
Yeah,
Especially if the crowd is not on your side.
Yeah.
Because you can turn them against you and then you're done. Because, you can't come out of
he
it.
had gotten so bad.
Yeah.
One of the girls he brought was going to go attack the drunk.
Whoa, that's great.
She was wandering to go get in a fight with the drunk because he was making fun of her and making fun of him. He was making fun of the drunk, which made her want to go defend her man.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, this is a shit show.
That is crazy. I mean, I've seen chair fights at comedy shows, so I'm not surprised. You know, people are just, I don't know how to have fun, I guess. Well,
Just get too drunk.
or get too drunk, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know your material for the most part. Like, sure, I mean, it's, it's raunchy, but like,
Right?
I would not get upset over. I'm not gonna throw a table or whatever,
It's comedy.
It's comedy, right.
Show. It's
Here's
open mic.
the weird thing. There was one time I walked into the Walrus, and I can't remember who it was, but they saw me walk in,
And they walked out.
and no, they saw me walk in, and they started texting everybody he knew in the comedy world. Get your ass over here. Scott's at the mystery mic.
Oh, nice.
This is gonna be good.
Uh,
Nice.
And I did my act.
Mm-hmm.
And Daisy said that she was afraid I was going to do something out of hand. But I did my act. People laughed.
Yeah.
People had a good time because I'm the one guy that can pull that off.
Here's the thing.
I look
and
ridiculous.
I can tell you why you can pull it off. Because, how did you say that? You are likable. You know what I mean? I look at you. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give you a couple of chances to say something super offensive. You know what I mean? Like, call me Russian twice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get upset. But what I mean is, like, you are likable. So you can get away with a bunch of stuff. Like, for example, some other people cannot necessarily.
Oh, no. I mean,
But that's awesome.
I know of several comics who have been 86th from that mic.
Oh, no, I know several. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have not.
I mean, I have not either, but also I'm running another mic at the same time, so I'm not there as much as I used to be.
Oh, are we talking about a mic that's the same night as ours?
Yes.
The only other one?
The only other one, yeah.
Oh, that's where it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now that's, I think, one of the only mics that have, like, strict, rigid rules around what types of comedy are allowed. At least I've heard. I haven't even ever performed there.
Yeah.
I tried
They
once
are-
and didn't
And
make it.
it's not even the mic, it's not even the host's rules, it's the venue's rule, which is, it's their
the
venue.
is
it's their venue.
The venue is a safe space for marginalized individuals. I'll put it that way.
But
Yeah,
what I
it's
was
fair
worried
enough.
when I heard all this stuff, I was worried about like being too raunchy too. But that's raunchy is not related to,
You can make it funny. I truly believe you can make anything funny. Just make it funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you offend something, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. If you offend somebody, just make it funny. And if it's funny, people gonna like it.
It's just joking around.
We had there was one comic that got 86. He's a funny little guy.
What does that mean, 86? It means like, hey,
gone.
you're off the
Blacklisted.
stage?
You never worked in a restaurant?
Huh? I have when I was
But
in
isn't
high
it
school.
86 when it's gone? Like
No, but I mean,
86,
no, but I'm like, I didn't know what that meant in regards to
They can-
just
they-
for the
they can
night.
nev- no,
Hey, leave
they
the
can
stage
never come
now.
back. They can never come back.
Never again.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
And the establishment blacklisted them. Well, one of them was a gentleman of color, and he has a wife that's large and lighter skinned, and he's like, I like my women big and white. I fuck refrigerators, and took offense to that.
That was the joke.
That was the joke.
Yeah, I mean,
and the wife was in the audience and was laughing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say she was laughing. I was there.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that one.
Oh wow!
That's
why I was worried about going there. I'm like, my stuff might be too raunchy. What would you describe that as? I believe it's just offensive, or
I believe she found it, or whoever found it, offensive to, as in like body shaming.
Right. Which I get it. I get that point of view. But
yeah.
First, if I'm a comic, I go to a mic. I'm not gonna roast the host. Especially.
Oh,
no. But he did.
No, that's what I'm saying.
After or before he was?
No, she was.
On the stage.
He had involved her in the joke.
Right.
And so it was his wife, and he was just roasting everybody, or just the host and his wife.
So he started to panic. But first time he went up, he's like a normal comedian, right? But the joke bombed, right? And then after everybody was like, "Whoa!" So nobody was laughing. And what happens when nobody's laughing? You start to panic. And this guy just
talking
shit about it.
I
can't remember the whole set. But.
I've seen only one person try to roast me when I was hosting, and so I was like, I don't care, you're giving me material, and I wrote it all down later. But besides that, I've only seen someone just roast the entire audience, which is not my style either.
Right.
I might roast a couple, but it's always just light. Maybe I might go just a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, once or twice if they're joking with me and I can feel it's a good... But I'm not going to just sit and point out everybody or just the host. Maybe, you think maybe I should blacklist the one guy that roasted me?
I don't know.
No, I'm saying, it sounds stupid, doesn't it? Like it's an open mic.
Right?
Yeah.
Unless I really got offended, but he was saying things because I asked the crowd, I'm like, what do I look like? And it was like something I was doing.
So wait a second, you were asking for a roast, then you're gonna get a roast.
But then actually he came back another time and started roasting me. He got offended because I don't, and ever since this happened, I'm always like, hey, I shine the light just so you know there's a minute left. It's not to mess up your set. It's just to be like, hey.
Oh, he was upset
because
of the light?
Yeah, and in the middle, he goes, why are you shining the light at me in the middle of my set? I'm like, whoa, I have to shine everyone the light? So ever since then, I always say in the beginning, I'm like, the light is not to mess you up. It's to let you know. Because some people are really good at noticing and they shake their head. Or some people, I think they saw me, but they didn't. And they just look at me. And so it's like, I never know.
I think I know who this is, just by the way you describe his behavior. I think I know who this is.
You think so? It's not a very popular guy.
No, but...
He's gone to a few here and there, but he doesn't...
He's tall?
He's tall.
Loud?
No, it's not the guy you are thinking about.
Oh,
because I was thinking about the same guy, but it's not the same
Well, there's another guy that roasts everybody all the time, the whole entire audience.
He used to come to my mic, but now he is not. So.
Yeah, mine either. He used to come to mine too. Then never came again.
But anyway, so here's the thing with the light. You have to explain.
Oh, and I roasted him back, and then he got offended. I'm like, well, don't get offended. If you roasted me, my friends, because I had who came, and they just single picking like how people look. Oh, are you? He goes, are you a Hispanic beaner or something? I'm like, okay, you just want to pick people out how they look. So when I got up there, I said something stupid like, "Oh, my dick's bigger than yours" or something.
It's probably true.
That's complete bullshit. And he was like, and then he didn't come back for a while. So I was like, "That's why you didn't come back, huh?"
Because your dick is bigger than his.
Because I have a bigger dick.
It may hang out in the closet or the nightstand, but
don't make me call up Scott. He'll show you what's a bigger dick. Crawling across the chair. He'll whip his out.
Yeah, I was actually very concerned when I bought that prop. because I bought it online and
That
I thought
was so funny.
I thought it
Oh,
was
I mean,
the
that
dick prop
was
for
the- yeah,
zombie,
the
the
dick prop,
zombie dick prop.
Everybody was
Oh,
touching
my
it,
God.
licking it.
I thought that
was like an
that was
orgy.
going to wind up on my Google feeds and then wind up on my Facebook feeds as advertisement by "You want a big rubber cock, don't you?"
Oh, did I say cock? I meant dock. No.
Yeah.
For the audience, in case they're confused, we're talking about the zombie food. Was a big bloody dick and eyeballs on a plate. We just started talking about dick, so I want to make sure they're like, what are they saying?
Yes,
No, we said dick several times. I'm pretty sure they know what we are
Fake
talking about.
dick.
I,
Fake
a
dick.
50-year-old straight man, bought a 9-inch dildo. Very realistic looking, as scary.
It is
realistic
super real.
looking.
Like it looks
Those-
exactly
Oh,
like
my
it
God.
looks
But it's
like
like this big,
it looks
isn't it?
exactly like mine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Spitting image, huh?
Yeah.
I think they modeled it
just blown up about 3 times, right?
like 10 times.
Is that why it was like a sentimental thing for you?
It
Imre,
was. I
when
had
you
to
saw
touch it. I had to attach it back.
And, yeah,
You
Yeah,
felt-
you guys. Okay,
felt at
everybody
home.
needs to watch this movie because it was freaking hilarious.
Zombie PD.
Zombie PD.
Oh, it was. It was. But
Back to being blacklisted at 86 completely permanently. Yeah, I didn't know they did
But-
that.
Yeah, I mean they do.
So
that.
what I did was
Over, in Jacksonville,
because-
Florida.
the part of my set back then was my pansexual number, where
Mhm.
I tell people
yeah, I
that
think I
I'm
remember.
a 51-year-old pansexual, and I list all these things that I don't care what your credit score is, what your FICO score is, what your race is, what you drive. I don't care about any of that. As long as there's a vagina between your legs, I'm down like Donkey Kong.
I
No.
remember that. Joe.
Yeah.
But I thought pansexual means you just have sex with anything and anyone.
I don't know these sexual things.
Pansexual
You like
is,
men and women. I
is
thought.
pansexual means you're into who's ever into you.
But then you said as long as there's a vagina.
Yeah, see that's
You
the twist.
you lean more towards
That's-
the vagina.
That's the twist.
That's the
what-
joke. Okay.
That's the joke.
If they know what pansexual means.
I don't. Yeah, that's. I
Exactly.
never
That's
know
why
which one.
Imre,
is-
well, then
but-
you got to describe that.
Yeah.
Then.
So when I'm doing my whole list of things, then I throw
Oh,
then I throw
okay.
that curveball in there, and and I tell people that I had dated a pansexual once until I caught her in the closet with one of my pots. So
Yeah.
Your pot.
one of my pots, like pots and pans, pansexual.
It's pansexual. It's a pun.
I'm
It's-
so
it's
slow
the
to
pun.
puns. I'm
Yes.
the worst.
Yes.
I'm the worst at those.
Well, we know spelling, math,
I'm-
puns.
Apparently, I'm better at geography than you, and you're from Europe, and you should know all geography.
I know where Hungary is. Thank you very much.
So I went onto my Facebook and I posted something on there. And
Narrow
Yeah.
it down, Scott. Narrow it.
I posted something on
One
there
day, I
about
posted something.
I guess they censor people at this
they
place.
do. Oh, they meant on Facebook.
And all of a sudden, so the owner actually DM'd me and said, "Hey, so what's going on?"
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah,
So wait,
But I'm glad they reached out. You know what I mean?
they reached out because I don't think they wanted the bad press, and
Sure,
I,
sure.
I don't think it was their decision at all.
Mm.
And from what I found out, it wasn't their decision at all. It was the host decision to blacklist me. He hasn't had me back since.
this is at a different open.
This
mic.
is different. Yeah.
This is the one I was booked at.
No, this is perfect. So we don't really say a lot about the mics.
We
right?
don't say
Yeah.
the names.
It's that was the whole point. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a rumor, but it's perfect. You did it perfectly because
You
nobody
did.
knows which mic that is.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly. And so you say like,
cool. Right.
hey, come over, have a beer, let's talk about this. So we did. I sat down with the owner. We had a couple beers. We talked about it. We found out that it wasn't me that the complaint was about. It was the guy. It was the headliner. And I told him exactly the jokes I had done. I had done my pansexual set, and I had done my GILFFF set.
Mm-hmm.
The grandmother I'd like to fuck
Yeah.
for financial freedom.
Right.
And those are two.
I know that one.
Yeah. Those are the two I did. My Gen X retirement plan is what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, that just sounds like a sugar mama. I'm like, yeah. Well, if I just said sugar mama, it wouldn't be that funny.
Right.
Right.
He said,
Hello.
That's what comedy
and it was
is.
a very
Yeah.
small crowd, and everybody was super focused on the Jaguar championship game, so there was hardly anybody there. And he said, yeah, well, we should schedule you again sometime. You know, we understand that this happens, and we let people know that this is more of an open mic than anything, and people and comics are working out their material.
Right.
And so he says, we don't censor anybody. So I got censored by the host.
Interesting.
Wow.
But it does happen. Like, so far...
Because my stuff's raunchy. You know my stuff. Could I be easily, like, blacklisted or whatever?
It depends. If you piss somebody off...
No, by raunchy jokes.
No, the jokes, no.
My
nobody's
stuff's
gonna...
dirty. I have
No,
dirty.
but nobody's gonna cancel you because you are dirty. They're gonna cancel you if they feel offended. You know what I mean? Like if a host feels offended...
It's a whole lot easier to offend somebody when you're a white male.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they don't expect raunchy from you, so it plays
But
good.
that's plays
They
good.
expect-
That's the only upper hand I have now. Let's not get into... Let's not go there.
Oh no! I totally
We
get.
want you to have a middle hand. No.
Yeah.
I do. It's my dick.
She'll bring it next time and prove it to you.
Yeah, it's gonna crawl on the table like Scott's on the chair.
For some reason, I always thought it's in your hearse at all times.
Be like a foot long worm. Be like rah rah rah, coming at you like some little creature of some sort.
Like a big creature, but yeah.
But that's sort of the way it plays out and the female comics have it pretty rough, and that's because there's a lot of dirt bags in comedy, and those are usually the male comics are the dirt bags.
Mm-hmm.
You can get away with stuff.
Certain things. Because I'm a girl. Yeah.
And I can get away with stuff because, well, I'm likable as Imre says.
I feel like you're likable.
I'm likable as Imre says.
I know when you.
But also,
we're interested.
I don't come in, jeans and a t-shirt.
The audience instantly wants to hear more. Like
right.
they just
yeah.
see you.
If
Like,
I see you like this,
because I'll walk into a place like the first time I walked into Walrus, I was dressed like a ridiculous pimp. And as I'm walking in on the street, they're like, "Are you one of the performers?" And I get in there,
No,
bar, and they're like,
I'm
"Are
just
you
a
one of the
pimp."
performers?" I'm like, so it's
Oh.
obvious why I'm there.
right? Running girls and
Exactly.
That's funny.
So it does help soften the blow. Or I'll come into my biker wear.
Yes.
With
I've seen you in your biker.
the patches on my gut and my leather jacket, and I'll come in like that, and they'll expect something just out of hand coming out of my mouth. But
You should have a totally squeaky clean set,
Right.
just for that
I'm
character.
trying.
Just
I am
for that
so
character.
trying.
It's hard.
What's
It's
wrong
so
with
hard.
butterflies, guys? It's like,
I mean, the closest I have is a few stolen little Johnny jokes, and that's about it.
right. I mean, it's a clean comedy is hard for a whole different degree. You know what I mean?
It's
Great.
so hard.
Yeah.
You know what I realized? I did this, like I have a clean joke on the clean side. And
you use quotation marks for every word, so I don't know what you mean exactly.
So, listen.
Sorry.
Listen to me
Let
now.
me tell you something.
Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest.
Yeah, open with that. See what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, open with that,
Like
Scott.
do the biker up or the biker get up. And all right, Flo, what did you want to say? Because I
And
constantly interrupting
Can
like
you
I
fit
do
your...
all the time.
No, it's okay. Can you fit your fist in your mouth?
Oh, no.
No,
Oh.
that's not what you were talking about.
No,
I'm
I
only-
was thinking
I'm-
about the bunny foo-foo, and then you could go with that next.
All right, so tell me about what was the quotation marks for then?
Oh, clean comedy.
Oh, clean
So,
comedy.
I found it interesting when I had... This was the first time I had to have a clean set. And there's this joke that's just okay with the younger crowd. This set,
Okay.
like I even said, clap it up if you're a millennial. This was a week ago. Nobody. And then I was like, oh, okay. Or maybe, and then after that, one guy clapped, but he came up to me after the show and he goes, I'm really a Gen X.
Yeah.
And he goes, but since nobody clapped, I clapped.
Aww.
I was like, well, thank you. Yeah. But I'm learning. I should have said, okay, now Gen X. Now. But I said boomers. The entire crowd was boomers, right? And this joke was way funnier to the boomer crowd than it gets an okay laugh with the younger crowd because it's like this cleaner one. So I was like willing to throw it away. Like I hadn't used it in a while. I'm like, it's just okay. But I was like, okay, I have to have a clean set. And it landed harder than I've ever seen because it was entire, I don't know, 80 people that were boomers.
Well, it's because the boomers are so close to death. They don't want to go to hell.
We want to laugh.
So they're cleaning their lives up. First, they had that hippie phase, which could have sent them to hell. And then they became... resource mongers and destroyed the earth.
It's regret and
now
guilt.
it's regret and guilt and shame. Yep. So they're trying to clean up their lives. It's like one with mine is, I really think boomers should stop buying investment properties. They should still start to focus on the homes they really need, like nursing homes and funeral homes.
Yeah, that's good and true. All right. Yeah, we are getting up on an hour.
Yep.
So let's wrap it up. Promote yourself, Scott, one more time. What are your social, tags and social media stuff? Flo handles that on our end.
Your social security number.
Yeah, improve my credit, please.
Provide your social.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you. No.
That's my code for. That's my password.
That's my password for everything.
Yeah.
But all right. So we have a Facebook group called Zombie PD. There's 2 of them out there. One of them's done by my editor, and one of them's done by us. Join them both. So far, we have well over 1,000 watches on our trailer. Woo. You have got to see this trailer. That'll get you hyped up for the film. Yes, sir.
Happy hands.
Happy hands, happy hands. And then we also have, I started for the community, for the film community, and I let the comics comedians jump on board on this as well. And these are both on Instagram as well. But we have, the Facebook groups are going wild. Because I've only had them open for a few weeks, and they're starting to really climb.
Yay.
Nice.
But I have Jack's Independent Films is a Facebook group.
Oh, I think I started joining your groups, but you create a group like once a week.
Another group.
Another group. It's independent, whatever. But I join all the groups.
But I buy the Zombie PD to promote the film.
Yeah.
Because this was only the 3rd film ever that I had directed. And it was a cast of about 30. I think we had a pretty
felt
big
like 100 to me, but
it was a lot of people.
It was a lot of people, and it's got a 35-minute runtime, so it's long enough to be a TV series, which we are making it a series. We just don't know where it's going yet.
We just know my tits are gonna get bigger.
Every episode, your tits are gonna get bigger. I think that would be great. I want my dick to get bigger.
By episode 39, Imre is gonna hang himself with his
and a bigger zombie dick.
Scott just ruined it. He's gonna kill me off the show.
and Flo will not be able to walk anymore. She'll have to have like a pair of hover rounds carrying her breasts around.
Someone hold them up.
Yeah. Nice. But so look up Social Outcast Productions on both Facebook and Instagram. And we just do everything wild. We could look at the Zombie PD sites, both on Facebook and Instagram. They're getting a lot of love. And Jack's Independent Films, check that out. That's as our independent film community. It has our comedy community and comedian community on there. You can see what's happening around Jacksonville, different events, different things going on. Something different than just going to the bars and trying to pick something up. You're actually going and seeing these extremely talented people putting stuff out there that just blows Hollywood away.
I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's my Facebook page states that Social Outcast Productions is like a Delta Force in the film industry where we're kicking down doors and blowing away expectations. And I'm just looking to, happy hands. So I go to the extreme. There's other people that are super Hollywoodish, and there's a lot in between.
Sure.
Bloody Frickin' Mary, Holly Hughes, our main actress as Holly Hammer, Detective Holly Hammer in Zombie PD. She had the premiere of Bloody Frickin' Mary. That one actually has gone to distribution. So, and last year, the 48-hour film festival, one of our teams won the world. They made it to Filmpalooza and won the entire world. It's an international film festival, and they won everything. So there's some extreme amount of talent in this town, both comedy-wise and film-wise. And
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Imre. Thank you, Imre. I'm sitting next to some of the greats. I got Flo Funny here, and Imre Mehesz.
Nobody ever. Like, people know me for 15 years, 20 years. They don't know my name.
Right?
It's fine. All right, Flo, do you want to plug your social that we always forget to plug?
Always, yeah.
So
Flow Funny.
You could be more serious when you say Flow Funny,
More than that.
Yeah, and I am. I need to change the beginning. I am stand up everywhere. So thank you, Scott, again. This was another episode of Psst. Did you hear that? And see you guys next week. Woo! All right, let's clap one more time. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, done.
Yay!
Find better seats. That sucks.